Tuesday, the 18th of February 2020, and today we're going over a really important daily primer, which is my biggest trading problems and exactly how I've solved them. Let's jump straight into this. I don't want to keep this video too long. Now, looking back at my trading, I very quickly realized exactly how much my trading has evolved since I started, both on the system side and on the mental side. Now, when I started out actively trading, I greatly underestimated the learning curve. So I really hope that this video will help you if you are just starting out for yourself into the markets or actually facing some of the problems that I faced. Now, I encountered many problems and weaknesses very quickly, and the biggest problem with this is that they lasted a long time. The learning curve is really long, and by the way, that is exactly why we started Prime Traders, to shorten that learning curve and actually create, coach, and guide real traders with real skills in a short period of time. Now, let's jump straight into some of the problems that I had. I'm going to list a couple of them. The first one is not spending time to analyze the markets. In short, I didn't really have patience. I was rushing too much to get into positions, and there was no, organization. Sometimes I'd sit on the computer when I would have a day off, and I'd end up staying there all day just trading away, not doing the proper analysis, throwing my money around, and just losing. I also tried to get rich in one day. Most of the times I went from grand slam trades, those home runs, because I was greedy. I thought that the market's supposed to just jump up or drop down right now, not over time. Never put the time factor into the equation. And I would start getting into positions and they wouldn't work out. I'd get out of them and I'd try to get into other positions. And it was just a mess. The next is not actually having a complete trading system. I was trading randomly. I didn't spend time to create a system which governs every aspect of my trading. The entry, the trade management, the exit, where is the stop loss area, what am I trading, how am I trading it, and so forth. After that, I also started trusting opinions and predictions of other people who, by the way, don't even trade, and if they do, they're pretty much unsuccessful like I was. And I was trusting their opinions. I was going to blogs, I was looking for robots and indicators, and I just wasted my time and money. And the final thing is not cutting my losers when I was wrong. I was just hoping it would turn around on me and I'd get out in that break-even area. And if this has happened to you, my friends, well, there is a quick fix. All in all, I was nowhere near a real trader and certainly had no real trading skills. But with Prime Traders, we can change that for you. Knowing this, that I didn't have the skills and that I wasn't a real trader, but I really wanted to be one, that made me take massive changes and actions to make changes. And I tackled my biggest problems first, and I'm about to show you them, while working on myself with determination to completely change myself in 6 months time. I gave myself 6 months to completely change myself around. And guess what? I did exactly that. Now, my biggest problems and their solutions are pretty simple. Stacking. I used to stack like crazy. The way I fixed that is I started compounding trades with unique tactics. So I would only add on to my positions when I would be in profit, and I would be moving my stop loss into profit and putting the stop loss of the second position at the same place, giving me that edge and profit factor no matter what. So I started professionally compounding. 2, overtrading was a big problem for me. I would spend the whole day trading sometimes, opening positions left, right, and center. Well, I changed that by using structured position sizing. Now I have 3 levels of exposure, 5%, 10%, and 20%. Now that's not overall risk, that is the position size I'm opening. Meaning if I have $1,000, at 20% I'm opening 0.2 lots. You get it? Finally, free FOMO. Well, fear of missing out. I was getting into trades way too early. When the news was at 10 p.m., I'd be in a trade at 7 a.m. and I'd have to wait the whole day, putting myself into a bad price and barely getting out of a decent position where I could have just waited for the proper candles to close to give me the confirmations I need. And that is exactly what I'm doing now. I wait for the candles to close before I get into a trade. All in all, what is the lesson with today's primer? Today's primer is reflect on yourself, write down your biggest mistakes, send me an email, and tell me, hey Dennis, these are my biggest mistakes. How can I quickly fix them? Do that now.